Hey everybody! So we've been working on writing a story with a beginning, middle, and end. So far we have planned out our story, we have written the beginning, we have written the middle, and today we're going to write the end. Okay, so we've talked a little bit about some books that we've read and what their beginnings and middles looked like. Now let's talk about what the ends look like. So in The Magic Rabbit, in the middle, Bunny gets lost and he is looking for Ray. In the end of this story, he starts following these stars and ends up back with Ray. So in the end of this story, they find each other and they're happy and they walk home together. In Wallace's List, in the beginning, we meet Wallace and Albert, and in the middle, they go on an adventure kind of together without really meaning to. In the end of the story, they come back to Wallace's house, and Wallace is adventurous and makes onion soup with just one onion instead of two, and he makes a list of his adventures that he's been on and his best friend Albert. In Chester's Way, in the beginning, we meet Chester and, why not just go blank? Chester and Wilson. I was trying to say Wallace. I knew it was a W name. But Wilson, not Wallace. Chester and Wilson, we meet them and how they're best friends and see all of the things they do together. And in the middle of the story, Lily comes along and she's crazy. And Chester and Wilson are not super excited that she's there, but then she ends up kind of saving them from these bullies and they become friends. And they do all of these fun things together. And then in the end of this story, what's his name? Victor comes to town. And it kind of leaves you wondering, well, what happens next? So the ends of all of these stories just kind of wrap up the story, really except for Chester's Way, because it kind of leaves you with a new question. And sometimes authors do that. But in our story, we're going to wrap it up and make sure that we leave it in a way that people that are reading your story go, oh, that was really cool. So that's what happened. And it answers all their questions and doesn't leave them wondering. So let's see what I've got so far. Okay, so let's see. So far, I planned my story. The beginning is where we take the boat out into the bay. The middle is where we actually do the parasailing. And in the end, it's where we're going to get pulled back into the boat. And that's what I need to write about today. Let's read what I have so far for my story. Okay, so far I have one warm sunny day in Hawaii. My aunt and I decided to go parasailing. We got on the boat and headed out into the bay. Once we got to a good spot, we started, and I messed up started there, but that's okay, to put on our harnesses. The worker hooked us up to the parasail. We were ready for liftoff. We counted down. 3, 2, 1, go. Suddenly, our feet left the boat and were floating in the air. The boat sped away and we lifted up higher and higher into the air. The view was amazing. Everything looked so small. Okay, so today I need to kind of write about what happens in the end. All right, so soon it was time for our ride to end. The worker, oh my goodness, I might need another piece of paper. The worker pulled us slowly back